In today's video we're going to be diving back into more Wuchang Fallen Feathers, and for this one I'll be going over the 2 best mid-game farming spots for you to grab a whole bunch of XP fast. If you want to level up, grab a whole bunch of skill nodes, then this is going to be the way to go. Now the first one is going to be just over at this location. That's going to be Mount Zhenwu, and you're going to be at the Avian Marsh. This is probably the easier of the two, so if you're a little bit under geared or a little bit low level, you might want to try this one first. It's going to be nice and easy just from the checkpoint. You got to take out any enemies that are just here. Pick up anything they drop, grab yourself a little bit of extra funds, but the main thing is going to be by taking on this kind of big clam-like enemy, taking it down, and it'll net you a massive amount of Mercury, just over 3k, as long as you're actually fully maxed out on your inner demon. It's well worth noting that your inner demon gives you around about 20% extra XP as long as it is completely maxed out, and although you'll be taking a little bit of additional damage, I think it's pretty much worth it every single time, especially if you're farming currency like we're going to be here. All you got to do, just follow the route I show in the background. Make your way over to the next clam, take that down, and then just make your way back. Now at this point I had actually tried to fall over in the map in order to get my inner demon up, just so I could work out exactly how much I'd get for the currency and such. But for the ads, you'll have taken them all out on the route I showed you, head back to the actual shrine, then just rest up, rinse and repeat, and you're going to earn yourself around about 9k every single run, giving you roughly 270k Mercury per hour, not including all the drops you'll be getting, so it'll be even more than that when you do tally it up. Then for the second one, this one takes a little bit of extra work, but it's something you will definitely need to do anyway, so it's well worth knowing about. Again, from Mount Zhenwu, this time you're going to be at the Zhenwu Antechamber. Now at this point, if this door right here is open for you, you're absolutely good to go, and you'll be able to get on with the farm straight away, and I'll put a timestamp showing exactly what you should be doing. If however this is completely closed and you need to open it, then first thing I'd say is probably change your gear, because this can be a bit of a nightmare with despair and such, and the maid's outfit is probably one of the better ones that you can equip. Remember, in order to get to this location, if you're completely lost, you're going to head here from the refugee camp, so just look that up online, you'll be able to find this very easy afterwards, but for the moment you're going to head just down the stairs, then turn left, head inside the building, and then make your way all the way up the stairs. From there, take out the enemies, because otherwise they will push you off. Trust me, I've had this happen quite a few times. And once you've done that, head out to the balcony, where you're going to want to climb a ladder. Just up at the roof here, make sure you don't get knocked off by the enemies again. They can be a little bit tricky, but as long as you're hugging the rooftop, you should be absolutely golden. Once you've taken them out, you're going to want to watch out for the magic user that's up here as well. And then at this point, this is going to be the first guy that actually causes despair, so make sure you've got that outfit on that I said earlier, or just something that can alleviate it if it starts to build up. Then head forward, take the guy out, because if I remember correctly, the first time you do get something nice. And then after that, just make your way down the stairs, and then just head out over on this direction. You're going to want to head outside, and then you're going to be able to drop down the ladder. That'll make your life a little bit easier in case anything goes wrong. From there, make your way all the way up the next ladder, around the rooftop, and then over into the next courtyard. Now in this courtyard there's going to be a whole bunch of enemies, so you are going to want to watch out. And the first ones are going to be shooting at you with cannonballs, so you probably want to do a few dodges, and then make your way past all of the magic users once more. Then just head over on the left. Keep making your way through into this building, and then just outside here is going to be one of the enemies that you can kind of choose what to do here. If you want to take him down you can, or if you want to avoid him you can probably run past and get up the ladder. I've had it before where he's hit me mid ladder though and completely wiped me, so I tend to take him out whenever I can. Then once you're inside you're going to want to head down the staircase, all the way through the building and just keep heading off in this direction. Remember, I'm not going to be showing you everything that's in these, so there'll definitely be things that you want to gather up, so take a bit more time than I'm showing here. You're going to keep walking through the rooms, then you're going to head up the next staircase, make your way down this way, and then again all the way around the outside of the house. Once inside here, you're going to want to make your way through. Probably best to avoid the enemy that's downstairs because he can hit pretty hard if you're unlucky. Then you're going to make your way up all the way to the very top. At this point, you're going to go up another ladder. Then keep making your way around the left hand side. There's going to be another one of those guys that likes to cause despair, so make sure you take them out fast. And then after that, you're just going to keep on heading straight forward. Now at this point, you will need to activate a lever just on the left hand side here in order to make the staircase come down. But one thing I would say is be a little bit wary of here, because I did have it when the enemy knocked me off of this as well. So make your way across when the enemy's not there, just so you can take him down. And then keep heading forward. And then just on the right hand side here is going to be another staircase ready for you to wrap around on. Then all the way down to the very bottom, and just in here is going to be another enemy that you can decide to take on or leave. I must admit, you're so close to your destination, you're probably best off leaving it. And what I would do is at this point is probably equip your ethereal spell just so you can auto dodge the enemy that's going to come at you. Because if he hits you, he can knock off quite a bit of health and could possibly even one-shot you depending on how much HP you've got at this point. But once that's done, you're going to open up the door, make your way inside, and that's the shortcut to the shrine, completely unlocked. At this stage, keep yourself out a little bit. You're probably going to want to include a needle because your temperance is definitely going to make things easier here. So if you can, putting on something that will either do some more damage or putting on one that's going to give you your health back will work out absolutely ideal. At this stage, you're just going to be taking out all the enemies that are here, and the great thing about this, they're fighting each other, so a lot of times you're going to be able to get quite a few free hits in without them even worrying about you. Of course, if you do get hit, it is still going to hurt because these guys are quite tough elites. But because they're tackling each other, most of the times you get a lot of free hits in and can take them down a lot faster than you usually would have. Pick up all the currency that's on the floor because there's going to be quite a lot dropping, because there's around about 6 bigger enemies there as well as a few smaller ones. And then the one that's going to give you the most XP is going to be this dancing lady, who absolutely loves to wreak havoc on you, but doesn't actually dish out too much damage. So fortunately, you should be able to take her out without too many issues. One thing to watch out for though, I believe she's another one that increases your despair, so keep this outfit on if possible. And then once she's taken down, you can be able to head all the way back to the shrine. And then nice and easy, just rest up, rinse and repeat, and you're going to be earning yourself around about 13k every single run. And you'll be able to do these between probably 1 minute 50 to 2 minutes, or maybe under if you've got a really good setup going. Overall, this is probably going to be the fastest mid-game run currently for your XP if you're trying to rack up a whole bunch of experience fast, and it will net you anywhere between 350 to 400k an hour, plus all the drops that will be added on the floor. Hopefully that's helped a few of you guys and girls out. There's going to be loads more content away from me because I'm still really enjoying the game. For now, take care. I'll see you on next day.